Hello, this is Alex, the Applications Manager at MedEdPath. Welcome to the informational video on how to apply and fill out the application for UQ Ochsner. We have webinars featuring current students and graduates and information sessions about the program throughout the year. Please email info@mededpath.org and ask to be added to the listserv and you will get the invites. If you are interested in applying to the 4-year onshore program, please email me at applications@mededpath.org. I will not be talking about the school, the program, how to accept an offer, or any admissions policies. If you have questions about these topics, please email me at applications@mededpath.org and I'll be happy to direct your inquiry to the appropriate person. MedEdPath can provide the following resources: information about the program and the lifestyle, information on how to apply and the status of your application, and for accepted students, we can connect you with a current enrolled student as well as a UQ Ochsner faculty member. The application form can be found at mededpath.org/admissions. When filling out the application, please use an email address that you check regularly and add applications@mededpath.org to your approved sender list. You will be receiving important emails from me in the future. In order to be eligible for UQ Ochsner, you must meet the minimum requirements. These include an earned bachelor's or master's degree awarded within the last 10 years with a B average overall. This comes out to about a 2.67 on a 4.0 scale. You must have a minimum MCAT score of 26 or an MCAT 2015 plus score of 500 taken within the last 3 years. You must also hold U.S. citizenship or U.S. permanent residency. The 10 years for the degree and the 3 years for the MCAT are from the beginning of class, not from when you apply. So for example, if you're applying for a February 2018 start, your most recent degree must have been awarded February of 2008 or sooner, and your MCAT exam must have been taken in January of 2015 or sooner. If you meet all of these requirements, you will be invited for an interview. We are not able to evaluate applications without MCAT scores. The MCAT minimum is a hard number and there are no exceptions. If you are currently a senior studying towards a bachelor's, you may apply now towards a conditional offer pending satisfactory graduation. We suggest you submit your application form with all academic transcripts now, even if you have not taken the MCAT or you plan on retaking it. Order all transcripts from degree-granting institutions, transfer credit schools, post-bac courses, and any other enrichment courses. Some schools cannot generate a transcript if coursework is in progress. In these cases, we can accept enrollment verification reports showing that you are enrolled in the school. You will receive an email confirmation from me upon receipt of each application document. If you haven't yet received a confirmation email, please check your junk folder first. If you still haven't received a confirmation a week from when you believe it should have been received, please email me and we'll look into it. Please do not email or call at the exact moment that FedEx says that your envelope has arrived. We will get to it, typically within a day or two. Once all application documents are received and your packet has met the minimum standards for eligibility, you will be invited to interview. You will be notified via email of the decision on your offer, as well as other important news. The timeline for Australian schools is different than what students in the U.S. cycle are used to. Applications tend to open in December for the class beginning a year from February. So, for example, applications opened in December of 2016 for the class beginning in February of 2018. Interviews begin in February for consideration for the following February's cohort. The review process at UQ starts in March or April, and decisions are released starting in May. After May, it can take 6 to 8 weeks to hear back with a decision. The following documents are required to complete your application for UQ Ochsner: the application form, including deed of acknowledgement and consent, and 3 essay responses. Please note that the program code for UQ Ochsner is 5579. Please have all official academic transcripts for all coursework undertaken to date sent directly from their institution. MCAT score taken January 2015 or later for 2018 entry. You will not be able to send your MCATs by selecting UQ through the AAMC since UQ is not an American school. The same goes for AMCAS. The score report includes your AAMC ID number and verification code. The verification code expires after a few months, so if you've saved a report to your computer, please check to make sure it's still valid. Letters of recommendation and resumes are not required during the admissions process, but if you have them, please send them. You may send updates or additional recommendations at any time. I get a lot of questions about how to submit each piece of the application, so I've included this little cheat sheet. The application form and the deed of acknowledgement and consent must be submitted via mail only, as we need to see the original hand signature. Essays, MCAT score reports, and resumes may be submitted via mail or email. Transcripts and letters of recommendation may be submitted via mail or email, but they must be sent directly from the institution or author to be considered official. If you're not sure about a specific document, please email me at any time. You may submit your documents as they become available, and we can add them to your file. You do not need to submit all of your documents at one time. The application form is called the International Student Application for Graduate Studies, and it can be found at the link on your screen. Please note when filling out the form that tick means check. You can fill out the form on your computer and print it out to sign it, or print it out and fill it out in black ink. We suggest you retain a copy for your files and use a method that allows you to track delivery. Send the complete application form, signed and dated, to our New York City office. This slide shows the top portion of the first page of the application form. Please note that your family name is your last name, your given name is your first name. For order of names, please write out your actual names as they appear on your passport. If you go by or have gone by more than one name, for example, your transcript says one name and your passport another, please send me a quick email explaining the name change with a copy of your official ID for reference. In certain situations, I may ask you for additional documentation. If your country of birth is not the United States, please send a copy of your U.S. passport or U.S. permanent resident card along with your application. You may also email this document as a PDF. When entering your birthday, note that it should be in the Australian sequence of day, month, year. This is the bottom of page 1 of your application. For Part 3, please indicate the year you are applying. February is the only start for UQ School of Medicine. The pre-filled fields are filled in for a reason. These are fixed and will not change. There is no need to fill out anything else in this section besides year. There is only one campus. If you are given an offer, you will be enrolled in classes on the St. Lucia campus. This is the top of page 2 of your application. On Part 7, write the names of the degrees you have received, where you received them from, and when. Also include any other institutions you've attended. You can include an extra sheet if necessary. For the question, do you want to claim credit or exemptions on the basis of your previous tertiary studies, select no, since UQ does not accept transfer credits for the School of Medicine. For the question, would you prefer an offer even if the credit or exemption assessment has not been completed, select yes. This indicates that you would like a conditional offer if you have not yet graduated. This is the bottom of page 2 of your application. For Part 8, Overseas Health Cover, select that you would like UQ to arrange a single rate. You can always change this later. All UQ Ochsner students are required to hold 51 months of OSHC. Leave Part 9 blank. U.S. privacy laws prevent us from sharing your personal info with anyone. Hand sign and date the declaration in Part 10. Do not use an electronic signature. Fill out the Ochsner Queensland Medical School rotations page, making sure that your date of birth follows the American sequence of month, day, year. You are required to submit 3 essays to complete your application for UQ Ochsner. The length of each response should be as long as you see fit. Please write your full name and corresponding prompt number at the top of each page. The Deed of Acknowledgement and Consent explains that you will be receiving your degree from the University of Queensland, which is a recognized school by the U.S. Department of Education. This will make you eligible to apply for a license once you have completed USMLE Steps 1, 2, and 3 in the U.S. However, some states have additional requirements. It is the responsibility of each student to check with the medical boards in the state in which you wish to practice to confirm eligibility. This form confirms your understanding of those issues. Once all your application documents have been received in our New York City office and it has been deemed to meet the minimum standards for eligibility, you will be invited to interview. Interview dates are now available for view on our website on the admissions page. Offers of acceptance are released via email. Receiving an offer does not guarantee you a seat. Each offer expires 42 days from the date it was issued. Spaces are reserved in the class once you submit a tuition deposit and other required acceptance forms. Check immediately if your name and birthday are correct. If they aren't, please let me know. UQ may need to reissue your offer. We are based out of New York City and we travel around the U.S. during the year for various events. We're happy to arrange in-person appointments with you and one of our admissions advisors. If you're interested, please send an email to info@mededpath.org with your request and where you live. If we will be in your region, we'll let you know. If not, we can offer you a phone appointment. For all questions about the application process and the status of your application, please contact me at applications@mededpath.org. For general questions about the program, please contact Ms. Toby Hudson at the contact info on your screen. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you.